Hunter, emotions ran high this morning in a packed Allen County courtroom as April Tinsley's case is finally laid to rest. Malia, no Grinches or Scrooges out here on Pelham Drive. Matt and Jody Ellenwood have turned their front yard into the North Pole. Water has gone down from where it was, but I want to show you just how deep it is. Supporters started lining up out here at the Coliseum around 8 o'clock this morning. The line is stretching across the parking lot, but many people say it's worth the wait to witness history. The queen is hard at work laying eggs to build up the population for this coming season, but some of the bees are already out collecting pollen. This is the 20th year for Cinderella Dress Day, and while the styles have changed, the goal remains the same, to make girls in Fort Wayne feel like royalty. Doctors weren't sure if Maverick Lowe would make it after police say 24-year-old Alyssa Shepard hit him and 3 other kids at their bus stop. While residents have seen an increased police presence at night, many of them have taken it upon themselves to patrol the neighborhood. When 13-year-old Tyler Carlin was assigned a project at school, he immediately thought of our nation's veterans. He would build a battle cross and do a presentation to pay tribute to fallen soldiers.
I got the idea from my dad's friend, which is like a grandpa to me, and he always tells me about his war stories and like what that means to him.
His teacher said he couldn't use an airsoft gun, but he did get a Nerf gun approved. When he finished it, he said he didn't get far before someone stopped him.
We could get on to class. They said that I had to take this into the office and that I could possibly get a suspension. Then they sent me back to class.
The Carlins immediately called attorney Travis Faber.
Initially, they said it was because he brought a look-alike weapon to school and caused a disturbance. After his parents took issue with the suspension, they're now saying that he was suspended for insubordination.
That was a few weeks ago, and since then, Tyler has served his suspension, but he's also gained the support of Salina and local veterans.
It was a monument that he brought, and they took offense to that, and I take offense to them.
When Staff Sergeant Janice Holdheide heard Tyler's story this week, she approached the school board, but says they didn't let her speak.
I got my introduction out, and then they told me to stop.
But board president Carl Huber says they never asked her to leave, and said in a statement the board appreciates all veterans, but they need the Carlin family to sign a FERPA release form so they can give personal details about Tyler's situation and tell their side. Tyler says he got an 82% on the project, but he and his family still want the suspension off his record and for the school to apologize.
I just wanted to be over with.
In Salina, Abby Jackson, Fox 55 News. On April 1st, 1988, April Tinsley went missing from her neighborhood. After John Miller was arrested Sunday morning at this trailer in Grable, people who remember the day she went missing are tying balloons around a tree in her memorial garden.
It's just unbelievable that they have finally caught this person.
Kim Parker says she's been obsessed with the case ever since. And when she heard the news, she had to come to the area where she was abducted to celebrate her life.
Honestly, I thought this case would go cold for the rest of my life, and I would never know who did it. I would never be able to see the person.
Angelo Manti was just 6 years old when April was taken. He says his biggest memory of that day is the fear.
I remember even at that age, at 6 years old, the fear that I felt, that my family felt, even just going outside to play. I remember them being very cautious.
But Manti also remembers when April's body turned up in a Spencerville ditch 3 days later. A probable cause affidavit says Janet and Michael Tinsley identified the body as April. Her shoe was also found about 1,000 feet away. An autopsy revealed April was raped and choked to death. 2 years later, police were called to this barn on Schwartz Road. April's killer had left them a message. Quote, "I kill 8-year-old April Marie Tinsley. Did you find her other shoe? Ha ha. I will kill again." But the clues don't stop there. In 2004, police found used condoms and notes like this one on little girls' bicycles and in mailboxes in Fort Wayne. DNA from those condoms matched the DNA found in April's underwear, but it wasn't until 30 years later that an exact match was made with DNA found in John Miller's trash.
He knew why they were there, so he knew that this day would come, and it's here.
Miller told police he took April back to his trailer and raped her, but officers would not confirm if this is the same trailer. Miller said he choked and killed April in about 10 minutes.
She's not in pain anymore. And so today's a good day for her and for her family.
Fox 55's Abby Jackson sat down with her today and has more.
To my surprise, he wrote, "I don't tip fat."
This video of Michelle Kreider is now up to more than 20,000 shares on Facebook. Kreider posted the video Tuesday after a man left her a note with a homophobic slur in place of a tip.
I just welled it up with tears. I said, I was like, that just genuinely just hurt my feelings.
Kreider is a mom who walks to work at Dash Inn every day and happens to be openly gay. She says she works hard every day with 2 other parents to give their son a good life.
His father is an amazing guy and has such a strong family bond with his family, which was something that myself and his biological mother did not have. You know, so it's just he's just getting all the love.
Kreider says the 2 men at the table were acting weird the entire time.
It was a very short interaction with these men, and as fast as I dropped the check off was as fast as they put money in and just left.
Despite some social media users questioning Kreider's story, she stands by it.
Especially with what's going on, like with, the celebrity that just, got caught in a lie, which I think is appalling. That is horrible. Like, you should never do something like that.
But as Kreider says in her video, she isn't letting bigotry get her down.
You didn't, sir. You didn't win. You're the coward. You're the one that wanted to write that note.
The Dash Inn family came together to get her flowers, and a stranger started a GoFundMe page that's now raised more than $5,300. Kreider says she'll use some of the money for a car and donate the rest.
That's something that will help me out day to day. And other than that, I would love to find a charity to donate the money to.
As for the men who left her the note, for now, they won't be welcome back at Dash Inn. In Fort Wayne, Abby Jackson, Fox 55 News.